Speed has always been one of the most fascinating superpowers in fiction, but for the Flash, it is more than just an ability. It is the defining feature of his existence. The Scarlet Speedster is not merely fast in the way we think of runners or race cars. He moves at speeds that defy physics, logic, and even the very fabric of time and space. The Flash has been depicted outrunning light, phasing through solid objects, breaking the barriers of time, and even outrunning death itself. His speed is more than just a function of running quickly. It is a force of nature, allowing him to accomplish feats that make everything we understand about motion, energy, and the universe seem obsolete. For decades, different versions of the Flash, including Barry Allen, Wally West, and Jay Garrick, have pushed the limits of speed in ways that continuously redefine what it means to be fast. But this leads to the ultimate question: how fast is the Flash really? Can we measure his speed in any realistic way, or does he simply move at whatever speed the story demands? To answer this, it is necessary to explore his greatest feats, analyze the nature of the Speed Force, compare him to other fast characters, and acknowledge that despite his seemingly limitless power, there are moments when he is not fast enough. The Flash's base speed is already beyond human comprehension. Even when he is not pushing himself to his limits, he can easily move at speeds exceeding Mach 10 or Mach 20, which means he can travel over 10 to 20 times the speed of sound without even struggling. That alone would make him the fastest being on Earth, able to cross continents in seconds and circle the planet in a matter of minutes. At these speeds, he can perform actions that seem impossible, such as dodging bullets effortlessly, reacting to events faster than any normal being can perceive, and even vibrating his molecules fast enough to phase through solid objects. However, this is only a fraction of his true potential. When truly pushed, the Flash has been shown to exceed even the speed of light, something that is supposed to be scientifically impossible. In the Flash number 138, Wally West managed to outrun a beam of light, an achievement that defies everything we know about relativity. According to Einstein's theory of special relativity, nothing with mass can move at or beyond the speed of light. But the Flash has an advantage that normal physics does not account for: the Speed Force. The Speed Force is not just a power source. It is an extra-dimensional energy that gives speedsters their abilities, allowing them to bypass the normal limitations of physics. It enables the Flash to ignore friction, eliminate the effects of air resistance, and even avoid the physical strain that should come with moving at such ridiculous velocities. Thanks to this force, the Flash does not simply run fast. He moves in ways that break the fundamental rules of reality. The Flash's abilities extend far beyond running quickly. One of his most impressive feats is time travel, a power he achieves simply by running fast enough. Barry Allen has used this ability to travel to the past and future, altering history and creating alternate timelines, such as in the famous Flashpoint storyline. He can also use his speed to cross into other dimensions, entering parallel universes that exist alongside his own. This makes his power not just one of velocity, but one of cosmic significance. He is not just moving quickly, he is warping the very nature of existence through speed alone. One of the most famous demonstrations of the Flash's speed is the Infinite Mass Punch, an attack in which he accelerates to near light speed and delivers a blow with the force of a white dwarf star. This move is possible because, as an object approaches the speed of light, its mass increases exponentially. Theoretically, at light speed, mass becomes infinite, making any impact catastrophic. This is how the Flash, despite not being physically as strong as characters like Superman or Wonder Woman, can deliver punches powerful enough to knock out godlike beings. There are moments in the comics where the Flash has gone beyond even light speed and achieved speeds that should not be possible. In Final Crisis, Barry Allen outran the Black Racer, the literal embodiment of death in the DC universe. This suggests that the Flash is not just faster than light. He is faster than the fundamental forces that govern life and existence itself. In another instance, Wally West moved so quickly that he reached a state called infinite velocity, meaning he existed everywhere at once, effectively making him omnipresent through motion alone. If you were immortal, living in this time frame, You would outlive the entire age of the universe in less time than it takes the average person to blink. But you know what? That still isn't the fastest the Flash can get. Do you want to know the number? The undeniable cap on DC's famous speedster? Are you sure? For that answer, we turn to a title called In This Story. It's revealed that a pair of nigh omnipotent beings known only as the Cosmic Gamblers exist at the edge of the universe. With their vast power, betting against each other is one of the few things capable of entertaining them. And they've been forcing the fastest beings in existence to race through time and space so they can place wagers on the outcome. To ensure the speedsters give their all, the penalty for losing is destruction of the loser's home planet. Naturally, Earth gets caught up in the bet because, well, that's just our luck. And the Flash is nominated to represent us. You would think this is the point where the Flash breaks out his fastest speed ever, but no. That comes during a minor pit stop when he changes the rules on the Cosmic Gamblers. Knowing they can't turn down a friendly wager, the Flash bets them he can travel back to Earth faster than they can. One of them tells him that's impossible. They can teleport and you can't move faster than instantaneous transportation. But the Flash insists on the bet, and they accept. Before the race starts, the Flash contacts Earth and tells everyone there to start running. Boys, girls, men, women, prison inmates, the Justice League, every needs to make as much kinetic energy as they can. And when the signal is given, he taps into more of the Speed Force than ever before, siphoning all of their kinetic energy, all of his own, every joule he can possibly get, and then this happens. He moves at a time interval so small, there exists no word to describe it. For the record, the smallest unit of time that exists is called a Planck instant. It's a little difficult to explain, but according to quantum mechanics, this is the smallest amount of time that can exist in our universe. We can say the universe came into existence when it had an age of 1 Planck instant, and we measure this time period by seeing how long it takes a photon to cross 1 Planck length, the smallest distance capable of existing in our universe. But if something managed to cross a distance in a shorter time period than this, we've broken speed. Our theories don't work at this velocity. The Flash could be anywhere or everywhere at any time or every time. The Flash would be traveling so fast that what he's doing isn't even classified as a speed anymore. He's reached trans-time velocity. To give you a good idea of what I'm talking about, Usain Bolt is the fastest human being on record, reaching speeds just below 28 miles per hour. Spider-Man has reached speeds over 200 miles per hour. Sonic the Hedgehog's normal running speed is around Mach 5. That's 5 times the speed of sound. Rip Van Winkle's magic bullets can travel at least Mach 33. Quicksilver once crossed the Earth at Mach 640. Decepticon missiles can go as fast as Mach 1419. Mega Rayquaza smashed a meteor at Mach 13,815, while Beerus and Goku fought at relativistic speed before a few drops of water could fall to the floor. Here we go. Sora's Keyblade can shoot beams 3.5 times the speed of light. Dr. Fate outraced the Big Bang at 100 times the speed of light. The warp drive of the USS Enterprise can move over 1,300 times the speed of light. Iron Man once flew over 111,000 times the speed of light. The Millennium Falcon moves faster than 9 million times the speed of light. The Silver Surfer flies at around 32 million times the speed of light. Superman flew from the edge of the universe at 274 billion times the speed of light. Green Lanterns can travel at 41 trillion times the speed of light. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann can dodge attacks over 7 quadrillion, 861 trillion times the speed of light. The alien playing galaxy marbles at the end of Men in Black must have been moving at least 2 quintillion, 932 quadrillion, 848 trillion times the speed of light. And, in this scene, the Flash has to be moving a minimum of 23 tridecillion, 759 duodecillion, 449 undecillion times faster than light. The Flash does win, by the way. However, despite these reality-breaking feats, the Flash is not always as fast as he theoretically could be. In many stories, he is conveniently nerfed to fit the narrative, meaning he is not allowed to use his full speed even when it would make sense. For example, there are moments when he struggles to catch normal criminals or is unable to stop events that he logically should be able to prevent in a fraction of a second. This inconsistency arises because, if he were always at his full potential, most threats would not pose any real challenge. In the Justice League, for instance, he is often portrayed as fast, but not so fast that he can solve every problem instantly, despite the fact that, in other storylines, he has moved at speeds that render all other characters irrelevant. There have also been instances where the Flash has not been fast enough to save the day. In some of his most tragic moments, he has failed to prevent the deaths of loved ones or stop catastrophic events in time. This is particularly evident in Crisis on Infinite Earths, where Barry Allen, despite his incredible speed, sacrifices himself by running faster than ever before to stop the Anti-Monitor's antimatter cannon. The effort is so immense that he disintegrates into the Speed Force, showing that even he has limits, or at least that using his power to such extremes comes at a cost. Another major limitation the Flash faces is the risk of being trapped in the Speed Force itself. If he moves too quickly for too long, he risks losing himself entirely, becoming one with the energy that fuels him. This has happened multiple times in the comics, where he has disappeared from existence and had to find his way back. While the Speed Force grants him unimaginable power, it is also a force that can consume him if he is not careful. So, how fast is the Flash really? The answer is complicated. At his most basic, he is already beyond anything we can truly comprehend, capable of running thousands of miles per hour with ease. When he pushes himself, he moves faster than light, faster than time, and faster than death. In many ways, he is limitless, capable of achieving speeds that should not be possible. However, he is not always depicted at his full potential, and there are times when he is not fast enough to save the day. His speed is both his greatest strength and his greatest burden, allowing him to perform miracles while also reminding him that even he has limits. In the end, the Flash is not just fast, he is as fast as the story requires him to be. Whether breaking the speed of light, rewriting history, or struggling against an enemy he should logically outrun in an instant, his speed is a tool used to shape his narrative. He is not bound by the normal laws of physics, but he is bound by the need to be a hero, and sometimes that means not always being the fastest when it matters most.